Hey everybody, Carla here, and today is day 40. For those of you who've come along with me and you're on day 42, I don't know about you, but the 30s was kind of hard for me. The 30s brought a lot of cravings, and I talked last week about my word and about the choices and the fact that I understand that I've made this line in the sand and I've made my decisions, and still the cravings, and still this next cycle of PMS, and still in all of that, I'm not breaking. In all of that, I still haven't cheated, and I'm not going to, because it is 100 days or bust. So moving into the 40s is a good sign, and I'm only 10 days away from the middle, which is really very cool. Today though, I want to talk about when you begin to see results. Now, because juice fasting has been so popular lately and everybody's talking about it, and you've watched the movie and you're seeing all these great results from Joe Cross and Phil Staples so early in their journey, you may think, oh my gosh, this is what I'm going to see so early in my journey. And I think that results really are visualized or seen in regards to the change in your body somewhere towards the middle. Now, I don't know about you, but I know that right now is the first time that I'm actually seeing a change in my body. Now, it may be obvious to y'all, and I can see, like, the way that I lose weight is I lose weight from the top down. Like, my face gets skinny first, and then the rest of me starts to melt away. So I've seen in my videos that my skin is looking good, that my eyes are brighter, that my teeth are brighter, and that kind of thing, and my face is smaller. And now is the time that I'm beginning to see these results in my body. And that made me want to talk to y'all about the fact that it's going to take some time. It didn't take you 5 minutes to put the weight on. It didn't take you 5 minutes to acquire the habit of unhealthy eating, unhealthy living. So you've got to give things time to actually show up in the visible. Like, you know that you're going to juice, and you're going to juice until you see the results. You're going to juice until because you've made your decision and you've made your line in the sand, and that's great. So when you start to see the results, it's almost as if you get this, it's like a reward, because you're justified in the actions that you've been taking. You can see some concrete evidence of what's happening with you. Now, as an individual, we see things so much later than the rest of the world sees them, especially when it comes to our own bodies. And this, I need to talk about this today because I was having a conversation with my client who was saying that she's not seeing any difference in her body. She's about 8 days behind me. She's not seeing any difference in her body. She's not seeing the difference in herself. And I can clearly see it. We talk on Skype every day, so I can clearly see it. And so I said, well, where's your before picture? Have you compared how you look in the mirror to your before picture? Well, I didn't take a before picture. It's like, what? What do you mean you didn't take a before picture? That's your testimonial. You have to be able to show the change in yourself from then to now. She didn't take a before picture. Okay. All right. Well, when you look in the mirror, are you seeing the changes? Well, I really don't have a full-length mirror. That one I understand more than the before picture. Because for years, I didn't have a full-length mirror, so I wasn't really looking at the whole of my body. I was compartmentalizing to say, okay, I'm just going to look at my face. You know, us overweight people do this. Overweight, obese, morbidly obese. We're like, full-length mirror, we don't want to see that stuff. No, 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 no. So you get the mirror that shows you the smallest part of yourself, and when you begin a journey of healthy living, you've got to get a full-length mirror. Because a full-length mirror is going to allow you to finally merge these two pieces of yourself. You're not just looking at your head. You're not just looking above the collarbone. You are looking at your whole body and your whole self. And that's very, very important. So I told her to run out and get a full-length mirror so she can start looking at the changes that she's seeing. You've got to be able to notice these things. And one of the other ways that you can notice the changes that you're going through in your body is pull out the tape measure. take your measurements and see, as you're going from week to week, as you're going from month to month especially, how your body is shrinking, where your body is shrinking. Like I said in my 30-day post that I did on my blog, I lost a total of 8.25 ounces, and that includes 2 inches from the belly in just 30 days. Now, you may not visually see that that's the difference that you've made. Eventually you will, but the tape measure don't lie. And another way that you can see how much of a change you're going through is to be able to put on clothes. Now, you've got the clothes that you wear every day that have already conformed to your body. But what about those clothes that you haven't pulled out of your closet in a little while? What about those things that you thought that you couldn't get into? Maybe you can't get all the way into them, but have you tried them on? Do they zip up? Do you look different than you did just a month ago? My mother, who's also doing this with me, she's not doing a full juice fast, but she's doing she's doing smoothies during the day, and then she has one sensible meal. So she's been doing this for 40 days as well. She thought she was only going to do 30, and now she's like, well, I know I'm not going to do 60. I'm probably going to do 90, maybe even 100 with you. I'm like, wow! She has this dress that is so phenomenal. It's this flowered kind of vintage cut dress. It's just, I mean, it's gorgeous, gorgeous. And she hasn't been able to get in this dress for quite some time. So today, when she called me this morning, she said, I'm in the flowered dress. That is a way that you can actually see results. Put on the clothes that you thought that you weren't able to get into. With the clothes that you're wearing every day, see where they're loose. I have actually, a personal note, I just gave away all my clothes. Yeah, I have 4 items of clothes left in my closet except for workout gear. And even my workout gear I just recently had to give away because my yoga pants that I wear around the house every single day were falling off me. I mean, really, it's just, no. And then you go out in public with these yoga pants that are like, no, there are standards. So I have workout clothes, and then I gave away all of my clothes. I put them in bags, I gave them to Goodwill, because I don't want to see myself in those clothes that the fat Carla wore anymore. They had to go. So that's a step for me. It's because I'm seeing my results. It's because I'm realizing that I'm moving into a new way, a new life, a new healthy understanding of my own body. And now I get to wear the clothes that I really want to wear, not just the clothes that I think are going to fit. It's the dresses that I want and the jeans that I want. I haven't worn jeans in a really long time, and I love jeans. And so it's just a matter of making sure that I am committed. This shows my commitment. I don't have fat clothes to go back into. And I swore to myself I wasn't going to shop at those plus size stores or anything like that anymore. So you get rid of the crap that you know you're not going to do again, wear again, have again. That safety pair of pants that's in your closet that, oh, well, if I just grow a couple of inches, I know that these are going to fit. Don't give yourself that out. Don't give yourself that out. Let it go and live into this healthy body that is now showing itself because you've been committed to your word and you've committed yourself to a healthy lifestyle. It's amazing. It's amazing. When you start seeing the results, it really does feel good. It feels like an accomplishment. There's a website called Raw Food Boot Camp, where this woman, Carlene, has a whole program for people who are obese, overweight, and she puts them on a raw food, it's an online program, you put them on a raw food diet for however many months. And these women have, I mean, there are before and after pictures that are phenomenal, really, really phenomenal. You see the difference in these people just by upping their intake of, not even upping their intake, just having raw food. And I was looking at the before and after pictures, and you really see that over the first, they're taken every 30 days. And over the first couple of months, you see slight differences, you know, just kind of incremental differences. And around the 5th month, it's like, boom, this weight is gone. It's gone. So those women had to be strong, and they had to wait until the 5th month. I mean, it's not like other things weren't happening at the same time, But you do have to wait for the results. And that's okay, because if you stick to your word, they will come. So this is really all about, for those folks who are like, well, I haven't seen the results in 10 days, in 12 days. I'm not seeing the difference on the scale. Chuck the scale. There are other ways to monitor and actually notice the results in your body, the results in your skin, the results in your thinking, all of that. It's not just about the numbers on the scale. It's about how your body is morphing into a healthier you. And around this time, after you get past the 30-day mark and into the 40, the 40, the 50, the 60-day mark, that's when stuff is really happening. So when you see those before and after pictures on YouTube and on Facebook of people who've made these changes, it's because they stuck it out. And they stuck it out long enough to see the results. I hope you're sticking it out. I'll see you later.